Hello, beautiful souls. It's Dina again, and let's talk about self-sabotaging your success because I have done that and I wanted to share my personal experience and some ways I started doing that because of fear or discomfort or lack of or feeling like powerlessness, whatever it was that made me kind of self-sabotage my success. And I wanted you to kind of learn from my experiences and all the past experiences that I want to share in this episode today that will help you or perhaps give you some clarity or more confidence or more guidance on what not to do. Because I did that and I definitely want to share my wisdom with you today so that you can start walking that path of success, just like I am today. But it wasn't always the case. And there are ways I started self-sabotaging my success. I would say a few years ago, I kind of, noticed that that's what I was doing really. I was really self-sabotaging my success. And in order to be successful, I really needed to focus on what it is that I needed to do. Focus on my priorities, focus on my vision, my goal, my purpose, because that's what's going to take me towards my success. Okay, so looking back, what was the first thing I did? The first thing I did that was stopping me from attaining success was distractions. I would spend so much of my time being distracted. So for example, watching TV was the number one thing. The second thing I did was using my phone and scrolling through Instagram or Facebook. God knows how many minutes I've wasted there. Focusing on comparinitis, as I call it, like focusing on what other people were doing and then thinking, oh gosh, why am I not able to do that? Or why am I not doing that? Or I'm still so far behind, I should start doing that. And that was a distraction. That was a huge distraction because I needed to go inside within me and find the answers and find that creativity I craved and find that abundance that I longed for, because it's all within you. It's never external, it's always internal. But of course I didn't realize that back then, but now I'm definitely more smarter. So that is the first thing I did, distractions. So you really want to stop yourself from being distracted. I mean, we all love to watch TV and scroll through our phones and Instagram and Facebook, but maybe give yourself a time limit. When you're doing that and spending hours and hours on end and doing that, you want to start maybe putting a time limit on it, or maybe getting a timer and timing yourself on how long you do that for, and maybe decreasing that and then stopping it altogether. The second thing I did that was causing me to self-sabotage my own success was procrastination. I used to procrastinate a lot. I knew I had to get that done, but it was just this feeling of getting it done, that discomfort you feel when you're trying to do something that is meaningful and creative, when you're not in the flow and you have to get that done. For example, I knew I had to get my website up and running, right? I knew I had to set up my Instagram. I knew I had to set up a Facebook group. And because I was not too happy about doing those tasks, I would procrastinate. I wouldn't get that done. But now looking back, I could have, and if you're in a position to do so, you could too, hire someone to do that for you. And now if I want to create my Facebook group, I ask my 12-year-old and I pay him to do it for me. I tell him, can you set up mommy's new Facebook group for me, please? And he gladly does that because he loves doing that. And that saves me, let's say, about half an hour of my time in the day. And he loves doing it. And so there you go. I have a solution for it. Instead of procrastinating, you need to find a solution to the problem or the thing that you really want to create. For me, because the reason I wasn't doing it, because I didn't want to write the copy. I didn't want to do all those tedious things. And sometimes it's not because I didn't want to do it, I didn't know how to do it, and I didn't really want to spend the time to look it up or read about it. So all I really did was procrastinate because I didn't want to get it done. The third way I was self-sabotaging my success was by focusing on the negative or the negative thoughts. So the more closer I feel like I got to success and really success was happening for me, the more I got into this negative spiral. And I'm like, all right, now something bad's going to happen because everything is happening so beautifully, so quickly. So now something bad's going to happen. It's just time. It's just about time, and it's going to happen, and it's going to happen tomorrow. And and I would just focus on that negative thoughts all day long. And not until I learned how to focus on the positivity and the positive thoughts and maintain a positive attitude. And by the way, I do have an episode on that, so you might want to look for that episode, how to maintain a more positive attitude. And I discussed like 4 things I did to keep me on track towards more positivity. And that definitely helped me, guys. That helped me so much to not focus on the negativity or the negative thoughts around attaining success. And I feel like that alone made me progress so quickly towards success. And the 4th thing I want to discuss that I did was almost quitting. Now, everybody wants to attain success quickly. And for me, when it wasn't happening quick enough, I was always ready to say, all right, I quit. I think I'm going to give up. I don't want to do this anymore. This is too difficult, and I literally bargained with the universe that, okay, I'm quitting or I'm about to quit because I can't do this in this lifetime. So please, universe, give me another lifetime, and I promise when I come back in that lifetime, I will work on my purpose. I literally used to do that. And bargaining, I feel like it is like almost quitting. That's why I mentioned that I almost quit on my purpose. So, and thank God I didn't, okay? Thank God I didn't, because now looking back, I'm so glad I didn't do that, because I see the impact I make in people's lives. I see the amount of freedom, the amount of abundance, the amount of connections, the amount of impact. All that just gives me so much reassurance, I would say, on thank God that I didn't quit. Like, thank you, universe. Thank you, angels. Thank you for helping me not quit. Because I was so close to quitting, and I don't know, maybe it was just something internal, maybe my higher self and the divine guidance that came through. I didn't quit. I just continued to sow my thoughts, sow the seeds, and now I'm reaping the rewards, really. So if you're planning to quit or almost thinking about quitting, do not, because attaining success is not an overnight job. It's something that you need to work on continuously, and the success will come. It will definitely come. You just need to not quit and become more resourceful. So instead of quitting, if something's not happening, I figured out that I needed to be more resourceful. Maybe I needed to make more connections with people. Maybe I needed to do more marketing. Maybe I needed to launch a new product. I needed to really start becoming more resourceful versus just saying, all right, I quit, or almost quitting. If you absolutely loved today's episode, I would love for you to connect with me on Instagram at Sacred Heart Nurse, or visit my website, sacredheartnurse.com. I also teach spiritual gift activations in my free Facebook group, so don't forget to check out the link in the episode notes section for this particular episode. I'm looking forward to connecting with all of you. So much love and light. Thank you so much.